You are charged with assault, and I guess I will actually hold you on $100 bond just so you can get credit while you're in there. And I will appoint a Doug Taylor to represent you on this misdemeanor and order you not to have any contact with the victim. And you will see
Who is the victim, ma'am?
the person in your cell that you allegedly assaulted. So hopefully they separated you all. But it's going to be set for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Just on this
Thank you, ma'am.
misdemeanor, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Todd Holiday, Anthony Holiday.
You're charged with domestic violence assault. If
Yes,
I
ma'am.
release you, I'm going to order you not to have any contact with Danielle Tiller and not return to wherever she is living. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Not a problem.
the next court date is September 18th at 8:30 in Green Valley Justice Court.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you're released.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a great night. May I leave? I mean, come on. Yeah. Please.
Punch up your neck.
What's your name?
Original podcast.
Okay, from August of this year, you have a failure to appear on a criminal trespass. From another August case, you have a failure to appear on a criminal trespass and another charge. And then from today, you have a criminal trespass. So I'm gonna hold you on a $250 bond, order you not to go back to any of the incident locations. Appoint William Parvin to represent you. He will be your attorney. And then your next court date is set for tomorrow at 1 p.m.
I will here. Okay.
All right, that's it.
Thank you. Is on.
What's your name?
Hortensia Pisano.
All right, you have new charges from today of domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, and domestic violence, or I'm sorry, and minor in possession of alcohol, it looks like. So I'm going to order you not to have any contact with Mr. Rouse, not to return to his residence or work. And no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. You have to come back to Marana City Court on October 15th at 10 o'clock, or a warrant will issue for your arrest on that one. However, you have an old one from City Court where you just keep forgetting to come back to court. So I will set a $500 bond on that one, give you a city public defender. And on that 2023 domestic violence case, I will set it for September 23rd at 1:45, and that's your next court date. And that's it, ma'am.
Maurice.
What's your name?
Rebecca Natividad Ruiz Felix.
All right, you have charges from today of domestic violence disorderly conduct. And then you have charges from July 21st. It looks like you went to court on last time and got a public defender. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to appoint the public defender on this new case, order you not to have any contact with Elizabeth Ruiz and not to go to her residence, not to commit any acts of domestic violence, and I'm gonna hold you on a $500 bond, and your next court date will be September 23rd at 1:45.
Okay.
All right, and that's it, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What's your name?
Brianna Baez.
All right, you are charged with domestic violence assault, domestic violence criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. I'm going to order you not to commit any acts of domestic violence, and you need to come back to city court on October 20th at 9:30, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then you're released.
Thank you.
Pásame su verdad.
All right, what's your name, sir? And I've got the interpreter here, hopefully, right?
Yes, Your Honor. This is the Spanish court interpreter. Is this the Spanish speaker?
Who's the Spanish speaker? So, what is
Okay.
your name, sir?
Señor, ¿cuál es su nombre? Pregunta la juez.
Carlos José Nadales Coín.
Carlos José Nadales Corín.
All right,
Cohen.
Cohen. All right, sir, you are charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, strangulation,
Señora, usted se le acusa por actos de violencia doméstica, agresión con agravantes y también estrangulamiento.
and I'm going to ask your attorney if she wants to argue. The state is asking for a $30,000 bond.
Y le voy a pedir a su abogado defensor que si tiene algo que señalar o argumentar esta tarde, pero la fiscalía está solicitando una fianza de $30,000.
Yes, Your Honor. He has no prior felony convictions. He's a 1 on the FTA and the NCA scale, and he's currently employed.
Y dice el abogado defensor, su señoría, yo argumentaría que el señor no tiene antecedentes penales y en la escala de FTA salió el número 1 y también el señor tiene trabajo.
Based on the lack of felony history, I'd ask that you set the bond at $3,000.
Y por esas razones y el hecho de que no tiene antecedentes penales por delitos graves, solicito que se le fije una fianza de $3,000.
All right, I will appoint the public defender's office to represent the defendant.
Dice la juez, voy a asignar al defensor público para que lo represente en este asunto, señor.
No contact with Ms. Hurtado, no return to her residence.
Y usted no debe de tener contacto con la señora Hurtado y tampoco debe de volver al lugar donde ella vive.
Do you have any guns, sir?
Señor, ¿usted tiene armas de fuego?
No.
No.
No firearms, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no acts of domestic violence.
Bueno, entonces no debe de poseer ningún arma de fuego, no debe de consumir bebidas alcohólicas, no debe de consumir tampoco drogas ilegales y no cometer actos adicionales de violencia doméstica.
I'm going to hold you on a $30,000 bond, and if it's posted, you will be released to pretrial services.
Señor, le voy a fijar una fianza de $30,000. Si usted deposita la fianza, va a quedar libre, pero bajo la supervisión de los servicios previos al juicio.
And the preliminary hearing will be September 24th at 1:30.
Y la próxima audiencia preliminar sería el 24 de septiembre a la 1:30 de la tarde.
And that is
¿Lo respondió? Yo quisiera decirle algo a la jueza, si
I
me
would like to
permite.
say something to the judge if I'm allowed.
I think that your public defender would advise you not to say anything and to let her speak.
Bueno, yo pienso que el abogado defensor le asesoraría a usted que no diga nada, más bien que deje que la abogada hable por usted. Okay.
All right. And that's it, sir. And then, thank you, Ms. Fernandez. You can be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Es todo por hoy, señor. Se puede retirar.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good night.
You too.
At night? Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Reinaldo Amaya.
All right, you are charged with 3 counts of domestic violence, aggravated assault, strangulation, and a count of weapons misconduct. And counsel, the state's asking for $100,000 bond. And I will note, I will disclose to both of you that his federal probation officer did call the courtroom and said that she was concerned about him being released and that she believes he's very dangerous. So I just wanted you to know that I'm working with that extra information besides with what I have. So $100,000. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, he's only 18 years old, so he's relatively young. He's a 2 on the failure to appear scale, so he doesn't have a significant failure to appear history. He is a lifelong resident of Arizona with ties to the state, and he's also currently employed. I'd ask you to set the bond in this matter at 25.
Well, these are really serious allegations, and the fact that he's also on federal probation. And the victim objects. So I'm going to appoint the public defender. I am going to order the defendant not to have any contact with Isabella Sanchez, not to return to her home or work. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. Do you have any guns, sir?
No, I don't.
Okay, no guns while the case is pending. And I'm going to hold you on a $100,000 bond. Pretrial services have posted and the preliminary hearing will be September 24th at 1:30. That's it. What's your name, ma'am?
Maya Tucson.
All right, you're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, felony. The state's asking for a bond of $20,000. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, she has no prior felony convictions. She's 21, so she's relatively young. She's a 1 on the FTA and a 2 on the NCA scale. She is a lifelong resident of Tucson with ties to the community. She's currently employed. Pretrial services spoke with her mom, who can take third-party custody of her and provide housing and transportation to court. That housing, she reports, is away from the alleged victim. The alleged victim has never lived with her mother where she would be living. And I would ask the court to consider releasing her. If the court intends to impose a bond, I request that it be $3,000.
I don't see any risk factors here as far as domestic violence, and I don't see a criminal history of any kind. So I will appoint the public defender. I will order the defendant not to have any contact with Marzell Jenkins, not to return to his residence or work, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. I will release you to pretrial services, so you need to report to them. And you need to come back to court for your preliminary hearing October 6th at 1:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your name, sir?
Anthony Martinez.
You are charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault. Counsel, the state's asking for a $25,000 bond. Did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor, he has no prior felony convictions. He is a lifelong resident of Tucson with ties to the community. He's also currently homeless and unemployed and not able to post any amount of bond. I'd ask you to set the bond in this case at $1,500.
I will appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Martinez, order him not to have any contact with Destiny Durazo, not to return to her home, work, or school. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. You have any firearms, sir?
No.
Okay. No firearms while the case is pending. And I'm gonna hold Mr. Martinez on a $5,000 bond based on the risk assessment, not the DV risk assessment, because we don't have any of those, but on the fact that he has nowhere to live and that he has a history of maybe not coming to court as much. So $5,000 pretrial services have posted. September 24th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing.
What?
Then, Mr. Martinez, you have a failure to appear on a shoplift from June of 2024. And I will hold you on a $100 bond on that to get some credit while you're in there. And I will appoint Doug Taylor to represent you on that one, and you'll be seen tomorrow at 1 o'clock on that one. And don't return to the incident location, please. And then you have a city court case. And your city court case is, let's see, a new criminal trespass. And then a old drug paraphernalia and criminal trespass. So on those, I'm going to release you. And if you get out of court, get out of custody, you need to come back to court October 31st at 9 o'clock. If you don't, we'll give you a public defender and I'll tell everybody what's going on with your cases. All right?
Okay.
That's it. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, counsel.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. I figured out that whole, don't give them 2 dates on this one, but I forgot to give it to them. Who's was it?
Was that your